Alright boys and girls, one last reminder for you all about our mouse giveaway. It will be drawn today, so if you haven't and you've seen this video not long after it goes up, make sure you go over and check that video out. So what we're going to get into today, boys and girls, I'm going to let you know on all my updates for Stam DK. So I'm moving on very soon, probably going to be playing some Sork or Nightblade. Haven't completely made my mind up, but we are moving on from DK, so I wanted to get my updates and that kind of stuff to my build out there before I say bye-bye to good old Stam's day. So we will be primarily touching on the changes more so than the whole build video, so if you want to check out the original build video, that will be linked in the description. But you should pretty much be able to get an idea of our build just from this video. But if you need more information, feel free to check that video out or jump in one of my streams and ask me any questions you may have. That being said, boys and girls, let's get straight into it. Alright, so up first, the big changes to this build are our skill layout, and we've made quite a lot of changes here. So first up, we have gone with Burning Embers over Venomous Claw. Now, we do lose a bit of damage here, but the healing and the hot potential that we get out of Burning Embers is just really, really strong. So in a 1v1, it's a bit meh, but you get this up on 2, 3, 4 people, and the healing that comes in from this skill is just damn insane, and it's just too hard to give up. Next change, we've gone with Coagulating Blood. Now this was a bit here and there on Stam DK previously, but with the hybrid changes to the game, this is just such a damn strong heal and can save your butt so much. It's just worth a slot on our buff. Next up is Shattering Rocks. This is less important, and if you do still want to run the previous morph, that's fine. But the heal on this is just really good. You can get a stun up, get a dodge roll off, get a heal from this, and get back in the fight. Now you may be thinking, Johnny, this is starting to sound very much like a mag DK. Well, it partially is. It is more of a hybrid DK than a Stam DK, but we have kept the heart of Stam DK. This still plays like a Stam DK and still has the defensive playstyle of a Stam DK. We've just stolen the good parts of Mag DK to get a bit more out of our Stam DK. So next up is Flames of Oblivion. This skill is just so damn strong in so many ways. It once again deserves a spot on our bar. Now we are losing a bit of damage from not running Venomous, but we're making it back here by a whole lot. And it has the added advantage of being a ranged skill. So, you know, those slippery little guys that run away from you or Sorks that streak away from you, you can still get pressure into them, and it is also a dot in a sense. But its real strong part of this skill comes from being able to line it up with your leap and whip combo or your corrosive. Basically being able to line this up in your burst combo, and it just adds so much damage that you can't give it up. It's just freaking amazing. Now the next one is a bit situational. So if you are more of a leap player over a corrosive player, then you might want to keep Noxious Breath. But if you do primarily play around corrosive, going to Engulfing Flames is just going to be overall a better change for you. So it just depends on your playstyle. So you know how you play, so make the decision. If you run more corrosive, run Engulfing. More of a leap player, run Noxious. Alright, so they're the skill changes out of the way. Next up, we have the gear changes. Now, not too much has changed in the gear, and once again, if you want to see the original build video, the link is down in the description. But we have changed our mythic up. We were running Malekith. Malekith was kind of nice, but I was kind of running it because I didn't have a better option. So I finally found Markin. I butcher the name every day. This is just a solid mythic. It gives us weapon damage and gives us resistances. The problem with Malekith is we were losing crits. So yeah, our sustained damage and pressure was up, but our burst potential was down. Overall, I feel not running Malekith, our damage and our burst potential is higher than what it was with it. So that's our big change there. If you've got Death Dealers, that's another really strong choice here. I don't have it, so I haven't run it. But if you do and you don't have Markin, then feel free to run Death Dealers. Our other change here, which I don't know if I spoke about this in my original build video, but we're running Magma over Bloodspawn. But Bloodspawn's still great, it just depends what you're kind of doing and how you're feeling. Bloodspawn's going to give you that bit more ult regen, so you've got more uptime on your ult and, you know, a bit more sustain through that, where Magma is going to give you that bit more weapon damage and a bit more healing. So both are good options, it just depends on one. If you have it, you might have Bloodspawn and not have Magma. In that case, feel free to run it. Next up, we have a bit of a CP change. Now, if you didn't see my previous video that we did a little while ago, I'll have that linked in the description as well, but we went on the hunt for CP passives that were underrated and basically trying to look for really strong CP passives that no one were really using or talking about. And we did find quite a few really strong CP points, and my go-to CP did change after that video. So now I'm using Bracing Anchor. This, for those that don't know, gives us 20% block mitigation, but slows us by 16%. So that might sound a bit bad, but it's only slowing us when we're holding block. Generally, if you are blocking, you're not kind of really line of sighting and moving anyway because you're quite slow from holding block. So this just makes you really, really tanky when you need it the most, which is generally when you're blocking, and it's just a go-to. Trust me guys, try this out and you will not be disappointed. Like, it's day and night. It almost feels like running a 5-piece defense set. That's almost how much more tankier I feel when I need it. We've swapped our food out too, seeing that we're more of a hybrid setup than we were pure Stam. We've gone for bear smoke punch. Oh my god, I don't think I could have butchered that anymore if I tried. But this is just a great food, giving us max health and our mag and stam recovery, and just because we are basically running 5 mag skills and 5 stam skills on this setup. They're basically the main changes to this build, and for those that didn't see the original and don't want to go watch it, we're running Daedric Trickery back bar, Plague Break front bar, and we've obviously talked about the Mythic and the Monster Helm, and we are running One Piece Trainee. Real quick, we run 2 reinforced on our chest and legs heavy, rest all well fitted. The front bar trait could be charged or nerned depending on which way you want to go, and then your back bar I generally run sturdy and defending. So that's just a quick overall, and triglyphs on all pieces. But if you want more information, do go check that video out. It is still a very viable build. If you want to play a traditional full Stam DK, to check that video out. It could be very helpful for you. And I know there'll be quite a fair few people that may argue that this isn't necessarily a Stam DK anymore, and I'm not really going to disagree. It is more along the hybrid, but it's not a mag DK. It's a hybrid, if anything. But yeah, boys and girls, I hope that you enjoy your extra healing and your extra damage out of these changes. I'm moving on from DK. That's kind of why I wanted to get this video out. And yeah, as always, I love you boys and girls. Catch you in the next one.